not knowing where we are, but you say sometimes it's okay to fall apart. So you ran far, made one too many scars. Yeah, you know that you broke my heart. Though here we are again, say we're just friends, but we're still trying to pick up the pieces. It never stops, we never get off of this road. I cannot do this anymore. We are not what we were before. I'm not playing this back and forth, no. Why are we pretending if this is our ending? Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. You ran to keep up, and I watched you fall behind, and I thought we lit every spark, but you let all of them die, and I felt your hand lose grip of mine. We can't go back if it was all just a lie. Oh, I cannot do this anymore. We are not what we were before. I'm not playing this back and forth, no. Why are we pretending if this is our ending? Let me go. These two fast cars can only race so much till they finally hit the end of the road. Oh.
Yeah.
After that.
All right.
Absolutely
Alright.
fantastic.
Wow.
Awesome.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
I love the modulation on your voice on the part where you're
Yes.
like, you said, I'm not playing this back and forth. That part is so cool. With the part that you said before, a lot of just great range on that vocals. It was
Thanks.
awesome. It was great.
Yeah, I agree. I thought your vocal control was like really impressive.
Absolutely.
I also, oh, sorry, Gage.
No, it's fine.
DJ
Go
Scratch
ahead.
stuff, go ahead.
All
You
right.
didn't.
Go
Go ahead, Gage.
Someone has to talk, okay?
Sorry.
No, I was just going to say, I think at the age of 12 or 13, I was still refusing to eat peas. So I have immense respect for the fact that you were able to create that
Thanks.
at that age.
And honestly, it was like written about no one in particular. Like,
I love that though.
Oh,
There's something so beautiful
It's-
about like the emotions that a child has.
there's something so valid and like I respect so much about somebody who's able to create music that is vague but in a way that people can connect their emotions to it. And I don't mean like vague in a bad way. I mean that in like ambiguous, like something that people can connect with, like anybody. I think that's
Yeah.
a lot to be said for that.
Yes.
I noticed your strum, or like your fingering, because you play a chord and then you like lift off of it and then like immediately go back down, and it made a really pretty noise. And I only noticed it now while looking, that it's like really cool, and not many people do that I see.
thanks.
How long have you been performing your music?
Couple of years, probably since like high school, like freshman year.
Was that like a
Yeah.
difficult thing to put yourself into that role?
Not really. I mean, I did like musicals and stuff like growing up,
Oh,
so
cool.
I was sort of like thrown into it at a young age.
Yeah.
So,
Where are you from, Gabby?
Latrobe.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all
The
right.
golf place. That's the only
Yes.
thing I know about it.
Home of Arnie Palmer.
Yes,
They
that's-
Yeah.
were
That's the fella.
right down the road from us Greensburgites.
Ah.
Yes.
Did you guys have an intense rivalry? Is there some tension in the
No,
studio
that was
right
more
now?
that was more Greensburg and Hempfield.
Oh yeah.
But
Makes
but
sense.
Latrobe they're cool.
They're cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bright orange and black. I feel like wasn't that?
Those are solid colors.
Yeah, they went for
As
it.
opposed to liquid
Those
colors.
are Halloween colors.
Yeah,
They
plasma
are.
colors.
The
which is-
plasma colors.
Are you going as anything for Halloween, Gabby?
No.
What? I
Mm-mm.
mean, that's your choice, obviously.
He's like,
yeah,
you
don't
can't
have
be
to
you."
participate, but why not? if I may ask.
I don't know. I'm not really a Halloween person.
That's fair enough.
I'm gonna guess that you're ready for Christmas then. if
Yes.
You're not a Halloween person.
Yes.
Thanksgiving also something you appreciate?
Oh,
or-
I love Thanksgiving.
Me too.
I like Thanksgiving, but I also feel like again the Christmas. It wouldn't feel like Thanksgiving if there wasn't the Christmas stuff around either. Like if,
I disagree immensely.
Yeah?
I really wish Thanksgiving and Christmas would go their separate ways.
see, I guess my mom, she always had a Christmas village that was bigger than the living room. Like you can't walk in the living room with her Christmas village because it started out as a house and then turned into the pool table. Like it's huge. And then the couch. We can't even sit on the couch for like 2 months because she puts a sheet and a piece of wood over the couch. Like you can't sit on the couch.
My dad will set up like
Yeah.
the train. My mom will get the
Yeah.
little porcelain houses. There's
Yep.
like a whole
I think
Christmas
that's enough.
nation state in my living room.
Yeah, right. It's terrible.
Amazing.
But the thing is like we'd have people over for
man.
Thanksgiving because I'm one of 4 siblings. So my mom's like, oh, everyone can come to our house. Well, now all the aunts also have like 8 kids. Can we go to your house? Anyways, everyone comes to my house, and part of the discussion is the big old village. And if that wasn't there, we'd have nothing to talk about.
There
We're
you
like,
go.
That's an
What a
opener.
God.
But we do.
beautiful-
But like it's a good opener that isn't like, oh, what did
Yeah.
this aunt do? No, it's like, hey,
What a beautiful just image of like American
Just
like family
It's
and holiday
Very-
tradition.
Norman
straight out of
Rockwell.
But literally about to say.
Straight out of what?
Norman Rockwell, America.
Like those old 50s
Yeah.
paintings of like
Yeah.
a family in a car going camping.
You've
with
probably
like,
seen them for sale on a mug and Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
like a kid and a dog hanging their heads out of a car window as they drive on a highway.
that's scary. And going back to Halloween, have you ever seen the movie Hereditary?
No.
They're, oh my.
Isn't that like a scary movie?
Yeah. Have you seen it?
I've heard of it, but I don't.
There's like I don't know if I should spoil part. It's in the first 10 minutes. I'm allowed, right?
Yeah.
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 Okay.
I say
well,
that's
the
valid.
How old is it?
Oh, a couple. Good. It was like 2013 or 14.
So yeah,
That's
I
ancient history.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say,
So I'm allowed.
if you haven't seen it by this point and you've like been trying to, like
Turn
that's
off-
You are blowing it.
yeah, that's your fault. So I
Well,
think you can spoil
So
it.
in the thing, the little girl's having like an allergy attack. So the big brother is taking the kid to the hospital, and she rolls down the window, puts her head out the window, and it crashes into one of the poles, and you see her head fall off. Like her
That's
head's on the
spooky.
ground. So now every time someone says that their head's out the window, I'm like, get that in there, get that in there. And then I'm thinking, he had to go. He didn't even scary movie. It was scary. It made my stomach hurt because he pulled up to his house, didn't even tell his mom or nothing, didn't even take the sister's body out, just went back in the house and went to bed. And
That's
the
what
mom
I
went to
would
go to
do,
use
I
the
mean.
car.
Yeah. You need
But-
a nap after
Yeah.
that.
But the
just
mom
like,
went
I'm gonna
back in
play
the
some
car to
video
like go to
games.
work and sees her kid without her. What?
You know, that kind of reminds me of like an episode of like The Simpsons
What?
where Homer, or our classic hero, got a convertible out of a police auction, right? So he's driving this convertible, and for some reason or another, somebody wants to assassinate him. So they put like some fishing wire, like some metal wire, between 2 trees, so that as he's driving his convertible, it's gonna like cut his head off, right? And like it like flashes to him. He's like standing up at the steering wheel, like I love the feel of the wind on my neck, and like enjoying it. And then all of like right as he's getting to the trees, he's like, ooh, an uneaten burrito, and he like leans down and he's fine. And right behind him is somebody who's holding a sandwich out of their convertible, saying like, oh, I asked for this sandwich sliced, like I asked them to cut it. And then whenever he drives to the fishing wire, it cuts his hand off. So I think
That would have
it's
been funny as if it sliced the sandwich.
no,
What
but
is
I
that
think
That's what
it-
you're
s-
expecting.
The
Yeah.
Simpsons. No, yeah, I think it's a perfect subversion.
It
It's
is.
I
I
agree.
think
Yeah.
old Simpsons is some of the funniest thing you can ever see.
Gabby, did you ever watch The
Seasons-
Simpsons?
No,
Season
not really.
3
Did you watch
3 to
any
12.
cartoons that you really enjoyed ever in
No.
your entire life?
I'm sort of uncultured.
No.
I watch SpongeBob.
There you
Well,
go.
she's uncultured because you have performed music and have dedicated more time to
Yes.
making art than.
I think knowing a
Yes.
bunch of pop culture references is far less valuable than actually, being able to play the guitar,
Making
which I
pop
cannot
culture.
do. So you are probably more cultured than me, I would assert.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, everyone's got their own culture.
Right.
It's,
Absolutely.
there's no such thing as being uncultured.
it's true.
So you said you grew up in Latrobe, right?
Yep.
Would you say that in any way has influenced your music, or just your inspiration for making music?
Latrobe does have a really nice like musical department. I was in
cool.
choir, and we went to this like, it was called PMEA. It was like this,
Oh, PME.
Because it's like the district.
yeah,
Choir
like
stuff,
district
yeah.
choir. We got recognized for that,
Cool.
and our teacher was really great.
I
Having a
bet
good
that-
teacher always has a good influence
Oh.
on your music. Because like I
Yeah.
feel like especially when you're younger, if a teacher goes, "You suck," well then you're like, "Ah, I suck," you know.
Choir kids are always crazy about their teacher. Like they always.
Mhm.
It's. I think they just put people that are really nice at their job in those roles.
Most of
Yeah.
the time.
Very talented.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, have you ever tasted of the PMEA chicken, the infamous?
You sound so weird right now. I'm sure
Yeah,
to
for anyone that just
anybody
tuned
that
in,
doesn't-
it goes, "What are they talking
What is
about?"
the PMEA chicken?
Yeah.
It's,
back it up.
It,
I'm
it
so
was
hungry.
so I had a lot of people. I was I was in marching band, right? And I had a
Okay.
lot of friends who did things like district band and county band,
Mhm.
and that is also through PMEA. I don't know what that stands for. Can you tell me what that stands for, please?
Oh, I don't know.
Pennsylvania
I forget. I just
Music
know that it was
Education
PMEA.
Association.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
think
probably
that's
something like
right.
that.
No.
And like
probably
they get
it.
they get
Actually.
served like food, and for some reason like every time that they go to any PMEA event, there's some horrible tasting chicken, just every
Wait,
time.
it's horrible.
Yeah.
And never continue.
like
I was thinking it was super good, like the tastiest chicken in the entire world. I'm like,
no,
ooh,
it's
and
it's
Oh.
horrible.
Gabby.
PMEA, if you're listening, get some better freaking chicken.
Come on,
Gabby's thinking
guys.
like I thought it was pretty good tasting
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
Gabby, where would you like your music to take you in the future?
Oh,
Do you have any
gosh.
aspirations? It's okay if you don't.
She's like, take me to space,
Um,
dude.
I want to see my acoustics on the moon.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
I think I'm gonna keep it as like a side
Mm-hmm.
because maybe like a minor or something.
There's definitely value to that, though.
Absolutely.
I think, yeah, there's maybe a connotation that it's like, I just, I didn't have it for the big time. It's like,
Right.
no, it's
You don't
probably that
need-
you have a very complex life.
Yeah, I
And-
think that I don't keep going.
No, please save
I,
me.
I was
from
just. I was just gonna. I think that it's good that people look at music as a thing that you do for yourself, and not as like doesn't have to be a progression to
Right.
everything. You don't have to want to be a star or anything to enjoy
Mhm.
music and know like it's important to you. So,
Right.
Yeah, definitely big.
I
Props
think you
for
can
that.
appreciate it more too. If
Yeah.
It's not like your job.
Especially when you're writing it for yourself. In
Yeah.
the end, it's not really to impress anybody else. It's just
Absolutely.
and that's where really I think the best music comes from, anyways.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I can attest that my roommate is a music major. Shout out to you, Luke. I love you.
Shout out to Luke.
Angelic man. He is a music major, but he always talks about like making music my major has made me hate music. And
Aw.
I
Yeah.
understand that. I understand what he's saying, where it's like if you do it like as a job and do it constantly, I could see how it stops becoming what makes it special to you in the first place.
Mhm.
I relate that to again food. Like you love a certain food, but if you eat it for a week straight, you're not gonna want to eat it anymore. And especially if, yeah,
It's a great comment. If we really are on this food theme tonight.
we're all starving. That's
Honestly,
what we
I'm
haven't
not
eaten
sure
in
why.
8 days. Like,
I love it, but that
It's
is
a
pretty
great
apt.
conversation topic.
Yeah, it
because
is.
we all have to eat.
It's
I
better than
synthesize, but
I think food is the superior small talk item
Mhm.
because like weather is just so cliche. If you talk about the weather, you talk about the recent weather, and then that's it. There's nothing else to talk
Food,
about.
It's
you
been
can talk
crazy.
You talk about
years.
food.
let's talk about the weather like 3 months ago. So
Right,
if you
exactly.
just jog your memory.
Yeah.
A
Do
little.
you remember April 15th? How was that?
That was
Yeah.
a hot day,
Yeah.
Oh,
right?
man.
Wrong. It was raining. I
It's
caught you in
probably
a lie.
raining.
Yeah. Do you know what
Yeah.
else we talk about? Music.
We do talk
that.
about music. We also listen to music, and maybe it's
Ooh.
time
I think it is.
for another song if you have one.
Okay.
Heck yeah! Whenever you're ready, take it away, folks. You got it tuned into 90.1 WIUPFM. We're here at Limelight headquarters. We have a special guest, Gabby Takitch, and she's about to take it away with her second song of the night. Please enjoy.
Okay, this one's called Danger. it's so easy, or at least that's how it seemed. Never had to worry, baby, I believed you blindly, 'cause you tell me all the right things. Should've known just what was coming. You've got me under your spell. I know this won't end well, and now I've tried 1,000 times to find release. Break down these walls I'm in and just break free. But something pulls me back each time I try to leave, singing, oh, I hope you know just what you're doing to me. I hope you know just what you're doing to me. You cover every lie by painting pretty pictures with the writings on the wall, and it's been there for too long. Looking in your eyes, oh babe, I can sense the danger, how it's creeping up on me, just waiting to sting. But you keep me hanging on, and I'm too weak to know where to far gone. I've tried 1,000 times to find release. Break down these walls I'm in and just break free. Oh, can't you see I'm not your puppet on a string, singing, oh, I hope you know just what you're doing to me. You think you can control me, but this road has reached its ending. No, I won't let you take the best of me, though I may be what you wanted. I'm not what you need. I've tried 1,000 times to find release. Break down these walls I'm in and just break free. So I'll wave my goodbyes as I finally turn the key. I'm singing, hope you remember what you've done to me. Hope you remember what you've done to me.
Oh yeah.
That got me feeling.
I think
some
all of
type-
That
us
was-
were jamming.
Yeah,
That's
that
what
was a good
That
one.
was really bluesy. That was great.
Thanks.
That
Oh
was
yeah, I
awesome.
was gonna say that.
It
That
was
definitely
very
had.
emotional. I love that.
I felt it.
I think we
I
all
was like
did, yeah.
pissed off.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Look what you've done to me.
Yeah. And
We
I-
looked and we were all jamming at one point. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That
my
was-
style's pretty unique. It's like sort of like funky. It has like a
I get what
funky
you were
groove to it.
saying earlier.
like
about,
same with the last one. Too.
Yeah.
It's like
Mhm.
Because we were like before, we were like, oh, okay, country, I see, but now it isn't really nothing like that. at
Yeah.
all. Yeah. No, that was really good.
thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, you can't put Gabby in a box.
No, no,
That's
no.
it.
I think I was just
Never.
inspired by like country Taylor Swift, and then
Sure.
I just
Okay.
sort of
Mm-hmm.
evolved into whatever I wanted.
I kind of even, and I mean this in a very complimentary way. I hope it doesn't come off as, I don't know, some other way. But it reminds me of like some old school, like Miranda Lambert, like a little bit of,
Oh, yeah.
little bit of like, I don't want to say sass because that has a connotation, but like,
Yeah.
you're like, I
even
don't
know who that
Maybe someone
is.
can help me out.
Isn't she country?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, not saying that you completely resemble her, but I get sort of like that attitude
Yeah.
that I feel like she sometimes has.
When you wrote, is this a newer song or is this also like the previous one?
It was like junior year of high school.
When you listen to music that, you remember writing a long time ago, what do you want to say to yourself? Like, do you listen to the person you were then, or if I were to listen to you play this song in high school, would it sound completely different?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Kind
Great
of drop that one.
That's,
out.
no, that's a fantastic question.
Thinking.
I
Yeah.
love it.
You don't have to have an answer, but like, I mean, just, maybe, I guess to rephrase it a little in a different way is just, when you listen to a song you've had for so long, Does what we heard just now really resemble what you wrote originally very much?
Yeah.
or-
Well, I mean, whenever I wrote Fast Cars, I mean, it was all like nonsense. Like I didn't really couldn't relate it to anybody because like it never really happened to me. But like now I can sort of like relate to it more because I'm like older, I guess.
Yeah.
But like I've played Fast Cars like so many times, I'm sort of like sick of it now. But like
Yeah.
it's
feel like,
fun
yeah.
playing it to people who've never heard it before.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I feel like that's one of the best things. Like, I could not write music for the life of me until I got to college. It was something about just the change, because I always covered songs, but I was like, this ain't getting me many places. But then I was able to write, like, within, like, 2 months of being here. I'm not saying that they're all fantastic, but I was able to get more. Like, one of the first things that I wrote, I had a guitar thing, but then I went on Amazon, and I found reviews for bottled water, and I took those reviews and made an entire song about it. And that was it.
That's highbrow.
That's yes, highbrow is how I would describe
Yeah.
it.
You would get some very revealing like cultural data and like some
That'd
be
rich,
fantastic.
like interesting.
Yeah.
Who
Well, I
buys
couldn't
a
do it,
water
and then,
bottle on Amazon? Unless
it
it's
wa-
the
it was-
reusable one.
It was water bottles. Like it was Nestle Pure Life water, and I sang about it. And I was
Psycho
like
stuff.
H2O in a
nuts.
bottle, guys. The
hate
song's
that.
on YouTube, but it's it was the first song I wrote. But really, I just took comments and was like, here it is. But like the fact that, especially you said 13. Again, I probably couldn't even color in the lines.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So two things, right? I'd like to talk about like artists that like have like one hit or like they're like 3 songs that they are very known for.
Mm-hmm.
Like I wonder how they're able to play the same thing.
Well, that's like
at shows.
at the Modest Mouse and Black Keys concert, which Christian was
Mhm.
at. They didn't play "Float On," and I was like, they're probably sick of it, honestly.
I have maybe something you'd find interesting. I saw a 90s R&B group called Color Me Bad. Yeah, at a place called
Whoa.
Jurgles, and they had one very big hit. I'm not actually really allowed to say the name of it on air, but it's
Okay.
"I Wanna Blank You Up." And it was big.
Interesting.
It was like a Billboard Top 100 song. It was huge.
Yeah.
But anyway, I go to see them, and that's like their only song, and half the band members are gone. And then the original guy, who was very handsome in the 90s, is now like 700 pounds,
Aw.
and he was
My.
so drunk on stage he couldn't remember the lyrics. I don't know how that really affects it, but if you're curious what those people are up to nowadays,
Right.
that's what they do.
That's-
Bumbling
That's what the
oaks
one. That's
and-
what the one-hit wonders of the
Yeah.
world.
Well,
I just feel like you can get sick of your own song.
Absolutely.
but I
Definitely.
feel like at also one might look at it and say that the meaning of the song evolves as you grow older.
Yeah.
Like I feel like there's
That's
some
what I'm
songs
saying
that you
with the
can
yeah.
like.
With
Do you
Fast
feel like
Cars.
that song has been like that for you?
No, not really that one. That one was like extreme.
That's
Yeah.
fair. That's valid. But like, are there other ones that like their meaning has like evolved?
Yeah, I mean, I've sort of been in a slump now, like with my writing, because I haven't written like a song in a long time,
Mm-hmm.
like in college. But
Yeah.
Do you
I
want to
get
get
it.
back into songwriting?
yeah, I've just been so busy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
Oh yeah.
You should look up some reviews of something.
Yeah.
On Amazon.
Maybe
Some
some.
water bottle.
That would, the more like I go
Specialty
back, I
wa-
watch it, I'm like, I'm a jerk. Like, why did I do that? But then sometimes I'm like, that might have been the best thing I've ever created in my
I
I
think
get
it's pretty
over
fun.
that. Like, what kind of psycho is
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna go to the computer and get some water?
Yeah.
well, okay, it showed up on Amazon. It was first.
I
It was
can't
gonna
get
be
past
on.
that part of the whole conversation.
It was gonna be on lawnmowers,
No.
but then there was like the grocery thing popped up, and you can get an entire case of water. And then it was funny. My brother thought it'd be funny to send my YouTube video of me singing this to Nestle Pure Life Water, and they sent an email back saying that was fantastic. I mean, that was it, and it was probably just like, yeah, okay.
Wow.
But like,
Come on, Nestle.
I saved that email. Like,
Ye-
I was gonna print it.
Okay, so hot take. All right, how many of you folks here are water bottle families?
What do you mean?
Like,
Like,
Did your family like?
Oh,
Did
Get
your
your
water
water from-
primarily get water from water bottles,
it
or
was
No.
tap.
No,
We
mine
didn't even
was
have a
tap.
filter.
well, we had one of the
Filtered water.
we had that fancy fridge filter. So
hot take? I apologize to anybody listening who is one of those families, but I can't get behind that.
Yeah.
I just have never understood. Like, there's some like friend's house that I've gone over to that are like, hey, I would like some water, and they give me a bottle of water. I'm like, what is this?
right.
I'm expecting a glass.
am I going
like
for a
some,
run?
like yeah, I'm expecting some hospitality. Like
right.
like it's not even that. Like it's more just like
At least pour it into a cup.
Yeah.
right like
Maintain the illusion.
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
like
the
it just
bottle-
feels wasteful.
Yeah, unless you're on the go. Yeah, I never understood that either.
And then they're all like, if it's one of those water bottle families, typically the empty bottles are all over the place. You know what I'm talking
that
about?
honestly does
And then you're like, oh,
bother
do you
me.
guys recycle? And they're like, just toss it.
It's always unsightly seeing just like an empty.
Yes.
Well, actually, I feel like rarely people like. Do they actually drink the whole?
No, there's always a
contents?
little bit left, and then it's
And
warm,
it's-
so you're like, eh.
and that
You're not
just,
gonna
like,
take that
sits there.
final sip.
Yeah, and it's just like unsightly.
Well, there's certain people that think that their backwash is in the final few sips,
Right.
so they won't drink it. But it's your backwash.
That's
Unless-
the best part. It's the tasty. All the good food bits you've
Yes.
been missing.
No,
Yes.
I feel very strongly about that too. I mean, my usual response is like, you just need to grow up. You need to become an adult. I don't know why tap water became so stigmatized.
You need to grow up. Wow,
but
that's
like
intense.
in
But I
wa-
understand.
Yeah, where you have access to clean tap water,
Right.
like it makes so much more
It
sense.
doesn't matter to some people. Some people are just so weird about their water. Mom and Dad, like, I love you guys. They're listening right now. But I went home this weekend and they asked me to make coffee. And
Yeah.
I started getting water from the sink instead of the fridge filter. And my mom's like, that won't do. And I'm like, you're boiling it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
It's
everything in
and
this
then the
will
fridge
die.
takes forever, like
Yeah,
fridge water,
so-
and like
yeah.
yeah.
Oh man, you can't live with them.
It's like
With water, you kind of need it. But
Well, I'm
H2O. Hold on.
the
there,
only time that I
guys.
think it's acceptable is if it's like at some kind of like establishment, like an amusement park or something like that. Even then,
Right.
like
or like the zoo, like you grow,
right. Even then, I feel like water fountains, but to a degree, I understand people who don't want to drink out of water fountains.
Sure.
I-
Yeah.
I'm willing to excuse that, but like,
But the way you framed it though was you were directing it specifically at house.
right, household
Wow.
use of water
This is a
bottles.
case study.
Yeah.
Right.
We need
A
to
case,
delve into
get it,
other
'cause it's like
things.
a
Yeah.
case
We know
of
the
water.
focus.
This is the kind of things that we talk
Yeah.
about, Gabby. I
See, this is
apologize
why-
that we just delve into these
Deep
things.
Yeah.
sociological commentary.
We're talking
Now-
about food, and then we're talking about water.
Yeah,
water,
I actually
food,
wanted to
Gotta
keep.
get to air next.
I
All the
actually-
essentials.
All the essentials.
Yeah, I kind of wanted to keep
And
going.
music. Music is an essential.
Yes, we will get back to that shortly for sure. And I wanted to get back to this water topic 'cause it's
Yes.
so fascinating. Is anybody in here like into the
Water?
Into water? No,
If you
into
say
the
LaCroix,
like specialty, like mineral, super
No.
like
No.
No.
expensive,
do you know there's caffeine
exotic.
water? There's water that just has caffeine in it. Why?
I have a
disgusting.
Fiji
Yeah.
water bottle that I refill to keep up appearances.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I,
Very interesting.
You know,
It's bougie.
yeah, just in case I'm like going somewhere a little fancy and I need everyone to know I'm like
Well,
I'm top
it's-
dog. I got the
Okay.
Fiji water.
Quick question. I digress. So does the phrase bougie refers to bourgeoisie
Not in like, I mean,
I think there's
in a class
if
struggle?
you're like if you're discussing like the works of Marx,
Yeah.
you're probably not going to use the word bougie, but
Marx is like
there's a very
Man,
specific context.
ownership
of-
to
ownership of rights. That's
bougie's
or
like
own-
a slang term. I always just determined it as like anything that's like
neat.
middle class fancy. Do you know what I
Okay,
mean? Like
yes.
Fiji water would be a very good
Gucci.
example of that sort of thing.
Yes.
I think,
yeah,
or
yeah,
maybe like a BMW.
yeah,
So.
pretty bougie. Are you a pretentious water drinker, Gabby?
Wow.
I'm not really a water drinker. I don't.
Really?
What do
I
you
don't
drink?
drink as much. I don't drink a lot of.
That's not
Anything.
good.
Just
That's
doesn't consume
dehydration.
anything.
Yeah.
I mean, I drink mostly Diet Pepsi, so
That's
I
also
can
not
understand.
good.
can't-
That's
yeah,
not
my
good.
body is.
Y'all
I
need
need
to
to drink. I need to
hydrate.
drink more water, definitely.
Get a cute
Absolutely.
water bottle. That's what it is. Because you'll see the cute water bottle, right? And then it'll be or like you're drinking, and you're like, oh, I want to show it off, but you can't show it off if it's full. You have to drink it and then go fill it up again and keep drinking it.
People make fun of me for my water bottle. It's like
I have like, what's your water bottle
It's
look like?
a giant 2-liter Coleman thing that says it's
Oh.
got like this like no lost day work incidents
Oh,
first
my.
half of 1991 on it.
You know,
I have
got
like
it at a
6
good-
water bottles. Actually, that's a lie. I definitely have like 10. But the 6 that I bring with me a lot, the one is just brick pattern, and it makes me laugh. I'm like, oh, I'm drinking from a brick wall. It's so dumb.
I'm gonna
That
see
is
EJ. I'm
comedy.
gonna see EJ in public. She's gonna actually just be holding a brick and sipping it.
Yeah.
It's a
Losing her
water
mind.
bottle.
Not again.
I do. I'm an advocate. I have not drank any pop since 9th grade of high school because I just
my
dropped
gosh.
it.
Good for you.
Props to you.
Yeah.
That is
not even
yeah.
by
That's
accident.
dedication.
I mean, like,
it's admirable.
No, I don't think so. I think one time I had a Dr. Pepper Twizzler because I missed the taste of Twizzlers or Dr. Pepper. But like the one time so I stopped drinking for like a week because I had like heartburn really bad. Then the next week I went to drink it and it burned my throat. And I was like, never again. So I just don't.
Oh, well, good on
Wow.
you. It's
Yeah.
hard to
Other
stay
people think
away.
I'm lying.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, do you want a Pepsi? I'm like, no. And they're like, why didn't you want a Pepsi? I'm like, because I don't drink pop. They're like, you're a liar. You just drink the Pepsi. I'm literally not.
I'm one of those hopelessly addicted to soda people. I mean, I've pared it down to 1 soda a day, and I think that is okay.
At my peak, I was burning through a whole case of Diet Pepsi a day. It was so bad.
There was,
It was so
that's a
expensive.
lot.
That's
yeah.
rough.
Wow.
And for your organs,
Oh, well, they love it. Doctors recommend Diet Pepsi.
Oh,
Doctor.
It's not my health. It's fine.
Recommend
Dr.
I thought
Cheeks
Diet
approved.
Pepsi was worse than regular Pepsi.
See,
that's
that's
what, I
what
heard.
they want you to think. The big wigs in Washington are lying to you about that one.
Now, Dr. Cheeks, remind us where you got your degree from.
It is no longer a school. They turned it into a Denny's, but it's a real diploma, I assure you.
That's great. Well, we'll be sure to recommend any people who have any type of ailment.
It is a
you.
panacea,
Absolutely.
ladies and gentlemen. It heals all.
Well,
I tell you what, it's like one of my high school friends. His like during their senior year, they were ordained as a minister who can marry people online. So so she could marry. She is an ordained
she's certified.
minister. She could marry anybody at any time.
Certified
Just
by-
waiting to strike.
standing
never know.
behind 2 people, like, you are now married
That'd be
legally.
pretty funny if there's like a priest that ran around marrying random people. It's just a bunch of legal paperwork you have to deal with.
oh no.
Getting
The
divorced from a
ultimate-
stranger today. Don't
It's
ask me to
like the
explain it.
ultimate prank. Have you ever been divorced? Yes. Would you be willing to explain? Oh
It's
God.
that- you know that
It
priest
was-
who
it
runs
was-
around and marries everybody.
Oh, I know the one. He got me last week.
Subway.
What is this conversation?
I know. I was gonna say maybe we should get this back related
Let's
to
get to
music.
the music.
Music,
I think.
yeah.
Do you have another song for us?
I have
tonight?
one more.
That
Excellent.
works perfectly. It's almost like
Excellent.
we didn't plan for it,
Yeah.
or we did plan for it.
I don't know. Something was planned.
Man, jeez, folks, tough night. All right, man, jeez. On that note, just take it away from me, please, Gabby. Whenever you're ready.
All right. I'm gonna run through the chords real quick
Yeah, no
because I'm
problem.
worried that I'm gonna.
We can maybe talk over that
Yeah.
for a moment.
This is gonna be the prettiest intro we ever had.
Yeah, this is. I like this
Yeah.
like little subtle
This is
background.
9.1 WIUPFM, Indiana.
Yeah, maybe we should put the phone number out there real quick.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Do you
Let's do
mind?
it.
If you just want to tell Gabby that you like her music, which I think
Sure
you
you
should,
Yeah.
or just want to ask us what pizza toppings we might want tonight, feel free to call in. That number is
724-357-9487. Once again.
724-357-9487.
On
Yeah.
90.1 WIUPFM.
You got it locked in. This is Big Play. And I think we might be ready.
Yep.
Okay, thank God.
Save us from ourselves,
Yeah.
please.
Take it
Okay, this
away.
one's called Before the Fire. And it's another like teenage angst breakup song.
That's what we need.
I feel bad because that's like literally all the ones that I've sang to you.
Don't feel bad.
Part 1, I used to think that we were in love. Guess I never thought too much about anything. Part 2, I realized what you put me through, and what I actually meant to you now means nothing. Oh, your bright green eyes, they disguised all your fire. Tried to run away, but the flames grew higher. Finally, I am thinking it over. Need an escape before the warmth draws me closer. Yeah, I probably should have known better. I can't take this any longer. Guess I should have known before. Guess I should have known before the fire. Part 3, finally found the enemy. Raised with pain and jealousy for all the lucky ones. breaking free from all our wars, broken promises and ignorance. So glad to be done with keeping score, 'cause your bright green eyes, they disguised all your fire. Tried to run away, but the flames grew higher. Finally, I'm thinking it over, need an escape before the warmth draws me closer. Yeah, I probably should have known better. I can't take this any longer. Guess I should have known before. Guess I should have known before the fire. Your bright red flames, babe, they're all I see. I'm walking away, but you wish you still had me. Your bright red flames, babe, they're all I see. I'm walking away, but you wish you still had me.
Yeah.
Man, 3 for 3.
Yeah.
Fire.
That was
Yeah.
literally.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm always so impressed by our guests every week with some talent that they have, but I feel like I don't say this very often, but you're an excellent writer, like
Thank
that
you. Oh, yeah, the
lyrically,
words, yeah.
and the way that you used, man,
A lot of imagery in there.
I was gonna say a lot of imagery, just like writing
Figurative
tools.
language.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was
Thank
actually
you.
really good, impressive.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I can tell that you've been writing for a long time.
Oh yeah.
I will say that.
Is there anywhere on the internet we can find your music, Gabby?
Yeah, I'm on YouTube and SoundCloud.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Is it just your
Gabby
name?
Takitch. Mhm.
Okay. Could you
You
spell
wanna
that
see
for
it?
our
Yeah,
spell it.
listeners?
Yeah, Gabby, and then Takitch, Takitch.
Awesome.
That
Be
rocks.
sure to check it out.
Rad.
Check it out
YouTube
online.
and SoundCloud.
SoundCloud.
Very cool. And you said you mentioned earlier that you haven't been writing much lately, but do you plan on posting more at any point in the future?
Yeah, if I have time.
Yeah, that's fair. Very reasonable. We're coming near the end here. We do have a few more minutes, I think,
Right.
where I think it would be nice just to kind of close things up and just check in.
Wrap
with
up a pretty good episode.
yeah, this
Oh,
was
yeah.
excellent
This is great.
on
Oh,
all
yeah.
fronts.
Good episode.
This is a good Halloween episode. I
It really
think.
was, yeah.
We talked about
Food.
food. There's gonna be candy,
Water.
It's,
Oh,
water.
yeah.
Make sure you drink water while trick or treating. You
Mhm.
know, make sure
Vocal
you're visible.
nodes.
Be careful
No
out
matter
there.
what you're doing, drink the water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's sure.
Drink that water.
The kids are gonna be so mad when they show up at my door and they're like,
Yeah.
"Where's the candy?" And I'm like, "Here's a glass of water."
Yeah.
A glass.
It's a
Keep the
glass.
glass.
You have to
Yeah.
finish it there.
Yeah.
You
I'm
drop
gonna
it by the
stand here and
garage.
watch
You
for all of
finish it.
you. So
Yeah.
as
Or
soon as you're done-
caffeinated water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just people blow my mind sometimes.
Oh.
They're inventing stuff just for the
Yeah.
heck of it these days.
Well, like I don't know.
Shucks.
It's like people who I get there is like some cultural context to this, so I guess I can understand it from a humanistic perspective. But people who drink like Mountain Dew as like a coffee replacement blow my mind.
All right. Well, that's me. So.
Yeah, I've substituted soda. Well, I mean, at this point, my brain is so fried that the caffeine doesn't,
It
built
doesn't
up such a
register.
tolerance.
Right.
But I could probably like eat an entire bag of caffeine pills and feel nothing. But it
Mhm.
used to be pretty helpful, and the energy drinks do an okay job at it.
I
too.
tell you what. You know what I used to do during like AIT with the advanced individual training for the Army.
Mm-hmm.
So in the mornings after our physical training, we would go eat breakfast, and what I would do is I would go up to the coffee machine, and I would get 2 packets of the powdered hot chocolate. I would open them up, put them into the receptacle, the mug,
Sure.
and then put in 2 shots of espresso,
Ooh.
and then 1 black coffee, and then I would mix it all up.
That sounds
Yeah.
really good, actually.
It was delicious, probably terrible for me,
Mm-hmm.
and almost kept me up.
It's like a poor man's mocha latte.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean it's.
Yeah.
I think that I wish there was more caffeine in the espresso because like I just could not stay up.
Hmm.
I tried like as much caffeine as possible, just would not work.
Yeah. Are you a coffee drinker? yourself, Gabby?
I drink a lot of iced coffee, but not really like.
To the coffee drinkers in here, because I drink coffee now, but I was a strict anti-coffeeist for many years. I was very pro tea.
Tea's
Do you
fantastic.
remember the day you
love
all
tea.
discovered coffee and decided it was your thing? Because I remember mine.
I still don't think it's my thing, but I can appreciate it. Like whenever
same.
it's getting to a moment, you're like, you know what, that'll work. But I don't rely on it because I feel like that's scary.
I like coffee, but I think I have no offense, because I know you are a barista, but I am not terribly fond of coffee culture. in
That's
a
fair.
sense, yeah.
I can relate.
You see it? Yeah, okay.
Absolutely.
I think it's something that can bring people together, though. Like,
So that's how I feel. I think it has the potential to be a really good communal activity.
I can understand that.
you go
like,
and you get coffee.
you get
know,
coffee.
Coffee
It's
shops feel so nice.
There was
Yeah.
like that thing around like the turn of the century, like the whole coffee house culture of like all those artists and authors who would all meet together at coffee houses and just
Right.
discuss their work and like.
Yeah, and in like the Italian coffee culture, there's this notion like of, or this trope of like, you get a break from work, you go sit at the espresso bar, you enjoy a cappuccino with your coworker, and you go back to work feeling reinvigorated.
I'd like to
Right.
walk my statement back a little bit in the sense that's fine. It's more of what I'm thinking of is the like, don't talk to me until I've had my coffee. People.
Oh,
yeah.
Do
But
you
the
know
people
what I
that
mean?
like
that
need
almost
it.
is like the
Yeah.
antithesis.
Or do you see the
of-
shirts that are like, or like,
Like,
that are just
anybody
like,
who-
coffee. You know?
It's less about like enjoying coffee with other people. It's more about like people who really make coffee a huge
It's
part,
part
of
of their
identity.
personality.
Like
Yeah, like,
that's-
their Instagram
that's-
bio says, "Oh, I love coffee," or like something.
like I make Diet Pepsi a big part of
Yeah.
my personality, but that's like very postmodern ironic, and these people are just really
Postmodern
serious. so-
ironic.
I
I
love
love that.
Anyway,
No, I agree. I think that's really obnoxious.
Yeah.
And offensive.
I'm glad you think so too.
Yeah.
because I
Yeah.
would have just walked out of the studio.
And not.
He
not
pulled
to-
out under his hoodie. I was like, "I love coffee." Sure.
Yeah. And not to, like, I respect everybody's taste. Like, don't get me wrong. I love a nice, sweet, mocha, like, I don't know, strawberry mocha latte here
Yeah.
and there. But it's the people, it seems like I've noticed a trend where the people who are obnoxious about their coffee likes and like make it their personality are the ones that order like a salted caramel
The least-
frappuccino.
yeah.
The least
From
coffee
Subway.
thing.
Barely coffee.
Right.
See, maybe that's why I never got into coffee, is because I refused to delve into that. I would always say, like, if I'm drinking coffee, I'm not putting sugar in it, I'm not putting cream in it,
Yeah.
I'm taking it straight up, just because like otherwise it feels like I'm making it something that it isn't.
Yeah. Again, yeah, I respect everybody's coffee preferences. As a
Absolutely.
barista, and I want to make that very clear. But yeah,
Have you ever, as like a barista, seen somebody do something to their coffee and been like just truly taken aback by it?
I've seen many things. Oh,
Like,
absolutely.
do you want some coffee with that creamer?
Yeah.
Do you do anything outrageous to like any coffee or tea or anything that you drink?
No.
You mentioned you like tea though.
I
You
do
like
like
tea? What's
tea.
your favorite kind of tea?
Oh, I like. Do you know Earl Grey?
I love
Oh, yeah.
Earl Grey is
Heck
great.
yeah.
That's good. Constant comment.
Yeah, that stuff is delicious, especially like in the morning.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
then sleepy time tea at night.
Oh yeah.
I should just have an IV drip,
have
really.
s-
But
I have sleepy time tea in my dorm room.
I
I've
just like
actually
stare at the
never had
air.
that one. I usually just drink green tea in different varieties because you could peach green tea, strawberry green tea. Oh
I
my
think
goodness,
green
love
tea
it.
is great. I
I
am
love it.
a big fan of herbal tea just because I love the earthiness of it. Like I love feeling like I'm some kind of wizard living
Yeah.
in a hut in the
Yeah.
woods, like drinking some rosemary,
Grabbing
thyme,
random
honey.
leaves
Yeah,
and toiling
I
them.
know
Yeah.
that's totally what it isn't, but like I just like the idea of like honey lemon tea,
Yeah.
or sencha or something like that. Like anything that's like more herbal, like just lots of
Yeah.
roots in there.
I
It's
had a
good
friend
stuff.
one time. So you know how tea bags come and you put the tea bag in the hot water. What a friend
Yes.
thought
No
that
way.
you.
That's how tea is.
That's yeah. Well, generally speaking,
just
but
kidding.
he decided took scissors and I didn't notice what he was doing. He cut the leaves open and poured it into the thing. So there's leaves just floating around in the tea, and he starts drinking it. And like I'm like, that looks a little weird. He goes, yeah, I just opened it. I don't know. And I'm like, what? And you opened? I just laughed, and he was like, I guess this is how you drink it. And then he didn't drink tea ever again.
Wow.
Wait, you didn't correct him?
I mean, I just laughed at him, and then he's like, well, and then dumped it. So
Sometimes you just have to let people cry.
Yeah.
how was I supposed to? I'm too busy laughing. Like, how am I supposed to tell you you are not supposed to open
Maybe
that?
he would have dedicated his life to
Why was
tea
there a
if he
string?
would've
Why would he open it and think
showed
that there's
him.
a string attached to it to think? What?
I think that's a reasonable question. What were you going to say that, Dr. Chi?
I was just gonna talk. We were talking about sleepy time tea,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
which is
That knocks me out, I swear.
it's
like
crazy.
a sedative.
And the bear on the packaging is so welcoming.
I'm gonna have to try it out.
But I looked up the company, and the people who created Sleepy Time Tea. It's like actually a cult. It's like actually a group of like hippie people who live in the woods and do LSD all the time.
Oh, I
They're
like
like,
that.
check out our
Oh my
awesome tea, and like they became like really rich.
Well, whatever they're doing.
Do they sell
Keep
this
it
at Giant
up.
Eagle? Or,
Yeah,
where
they sell it
Where do I
everywhere.
get it?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm getting
You can get it
You'd
in little
have to
tins, too, if you're
contact your
grandma.
local druid.
well, because I just drink green tea. Like, that's about it. So I'm like,
You're
Well,
limiting
if you ever
yourself.
need to fall asleep, take
Sleepy
sleepy
We
time.
got you.
yeah, all right. I will
Hmm.
do that.
Speaking of sleepy time,
It's getting.
It's
to-
probably
time.
Yeah, it's
about
definitely that time.
that time, unfortunately. And I've been having such a wonderful
Yeah, this is a
time
fun
with
show.
you all. I'm sad that we have to sign off. Do we have any final closing remarks or shout outs or anything you feel like putting out there?
I have a joke that may or may not be funny, as per usual.
Well, you
Do
know,
you know
us,
what
we
the
always welcome.
hottest part of the room is?
Which one?
fireplace.
The corner, because it's always 90 degrees. I said it wasn't funny.
I can't.
Like,
I wish I
Well,
could do a cricket noise.
You could have. I could. Actually, I'm gonna go there here.
What if you live in an Adobe house and
You
you
know,
have like
y'all
a curve?
I was gonna
This
say
is
a
cultural appropriation.
But
Oh.
this is way to go.
Oh,
EJ.
Yeah.
He
sorry for
really
all the y'all that
raised
don't have
his
corners in your
You are
house.
canceled.
You are a little culture vulture,
I'm
aren't
sorry.
you?
I thought everyone had corners. I'm sorry.
No, well, actually, I'm gonna just throw out some like geometry. Technically, technically the wall is 180 degrees. But you know what? I think maybe we just need to sign off.
Yeah, I think that
Because-
would be appropriate.
Yeah. So,
I think it's
Gabby,
been
if you have
time.
anything you'd like to say before we sign off,
No.
Plug your stuff. Anything that you'd like anybody to know about.
It doesn't even have to be something you
Um,
made. Could
Yeah.
be like sleepy time tea.
I listened to some really good music the other day or something, you know.
Well, I think my mom's listening, so hi, Mom.
shout out to Gabby's
Hi, Mrs.
mom.
Takitch.
Yeah. We appreciate you coming on the show
Yeah,
tonight,
thank you very
Gabby.
much.
We'd love
Thanks
to
for
get you
having
back
me.
on. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's always
this was
great.
fun.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I've never done anything like this before, but I
Aw.
liked it.
We're glad we could be the first.
Yes.
Yeah, it is an honor.
Absolutely.
And yeah, we're so happy to have a first timer on, and we'd love to get you back on the show again for
Yeah.
sure.
We
Sure.
implore you to continue writing and making music.
Because you're really good at it.
Thank
you
you.
are.
Yeah.
EJ, what do you say? We
I think it's
cut
time
this
to
baby off.
yeah, to head out. All
Thank you
right.
so much, y'all. We appreciate you. Please take care of yourselves, and I hope you have a wonderful Halloween. Kind of a weird segue here, but yeah, take care of yourselves. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and God bless you.
Hey, turn the mic up. Come on, come on.